Kasama, Mansa, Solwezi, and Mongu. Feel free to interact with us and let us know where you are watching from. Only on your Top Star Decoders Channel 91, Sun FM TV. Radio Gone Rogue. Radio Gone TV.
A new dawn is upon us, with great opportunities and a new hope for our future. Have you considered advertising your business on Sun FM TV with our surprisingly affordable rates? When you advertise on Sun FM TV, you'll also get free equivalent radio advertising spots or shoutouts on Sun FM Radio. For more details, call us on +260 961 205 967 or +260 212 615 341. Email marketing@sunfmzambia.net. It's a new dawn of new affordable advertising packages on Zambia's first and finest visual radio, reaching over 5 million people across the whole country. If you're not advertising on Sun FM TV, then you're probably not being heard or seen. Come on board and advertise with us. Everyone's not only listening, everyone is watching.
Sun FM, broadcasting from the Copperbelt capital, Ndola City.
This is your favorite station.
The Zambia ABSA Marathon is back. Be part of Zambia's biggest and most anticipated marathon. Join us on the 6th of September 2025 for a day of fun, personal milestones, and unforgettable memories. And now with the World Athletics label, you don't want to miss a chance to write your fitness story. Register today at absamarathonzambia.co.zl. Get your slot at 600 kwacha or 500 kwacha when you pay using any of your ABSA cards. Your story matters. ABSA.
For in-depth news coverage from across Zambia, local and national news, business, politics, and sports, this is the Sun FM News, brought to you by ABSA. Your story matters.
The news.
With the news, my name is Alan Mwale. The headlines. President Hakainde Hichilema has announced that youths participating in the Zambia National Service ZNS Voluntary Skills Training Program will be given priority in future military recruitment exercises. 14 independent consultants have expressed interest in assessing the extent of environmental damage caused by the recent spillage at the Sino Metals Tailings Dam. Government and the family of the late former President Edgar Lungu have agreed to temporarily suspend court proceedings until Monday, 18th August 2025, as they continue out-of-court negotiations regarding his funeral and burial arrangements. In sports, Mamelodi Sundowns ladies coach Godfrey Sapula believes the Zambian Premier League ZPL Eden University Women's Super League champions, the Zescondola Girls, has the potential to win gold at the COSAFA CAF Women's Champions League qualifiers. We have the news in detail shortly.
The news, 88.5 Sun FM.
Now the news in detail. President Hakainde Hichilema has officially commissioned more than 400 officer cadets into the Zambia National Service during a ceremony held at the Charles Joseph Nyirenda Training School in Kafue District. Among the newly commissioned cadets are 28 officers from allied nations, including Malawi, Namibia, and Mozambique. President Hichilema commended ZNS for accommodating international trainees, noting that such collaborations foster regional unity and strengthens diplomatic ties. During the commissioning parade, the president announced that youths participating in the ZNS Voluntary Skills Training Program will be given priority in future military recruitment exercises. He encouraged young people to consider military training, highlighting its role in instilling discipline, patience, life skills, and productivity. President Hichilema emphasized that the soldiers who train together are unlikely to turn against one another, reinforcing the importance of regional cooperation. He also praised the service chiefs for advancing national food security efforts and urged them to continue working collaboratively on both military and production initiatives.
Military training has the power to transform individuals, to help them better their lives. Very important. Very important. Discipline in life is indispensable. I can see, like you can, when people behave in an indisciplined manner, you can see them destroy their lives, slowly but sure. Be it excessive habits, you can see that these habits are eating into this person, and over time, the signs of degeneration shows visibly in them. Message to someone or to some people. Duty, sense of duty, values, very critical to anything that we do. Very critical.
Defense Minister Ambrose Lufuma reaffirmed the Zambia Defense Force's readiness to undertake any assignment from the Commander-in-Chief. He said the force will leverage its discipline and manpower to support national development, particularly in agriculture, infrastructure, and manufacturing.
The Ministry of Defense remains firmly aligned with your call, Mr. President, for a defense force that not only protects but also produces, builds, and innovates, especially during times of peace. The time we live in demands that our defense wings step forward as agents of national development, and I must assert that we are ready.
Meanwhile, Zambia National Service Commander Lieutenant General Maliti Solochi revealed that ZNS is working closely with other branches of the Defense Force to meet the President's target of producing 2 million metric tons of maize by 2028. He also noted that ZNS is strengthening its builders brigade to meet growing construction demands nationwide. Lieutenant General Solochi thanked the government for awarding ZNS the contract to construct Nakonde Airport, assuring that the project will be delivered with high quality standards.
We take advantage of this platform to express our command's heartfelt gratitude to you and your government, Mr. President, sir, for the confidence you have demonstrated in our capabilities through the awarding of the Nakonde Airport contract to the service. We pledge to deliver the project to meet international aviation standards, which will be satisfactory even to the airlines that we will be patronizing the infrastructure.
This is contained in a statement issued by Ministry of Defense Principal Public Relations Officer Paul Shalala. 14 independent consultants have expressed interest in assessing the extent of environmental damage caused by the recent spillage at the Sino Metals tailings dam. Speaking during a press briefing on the latest update of the Sino Metals Leach Zambia Limited pollution accident, Minister of Green Economy and Environment Mike Mposha said government shares the public's concerns and is eager to determine the full impact of the pollution. Mr. Mposha explained that they selected a consultant who will play a key role in providing insight into the environmental damage caused by the incident. He also reassured Copperbelt residents that water supplied by Nkana Water and Sanitation Company is 95% safe for domestic use. The minister revealed that out of the 23 water samples collected from affected areas, 22 showed normalized pH levels following laboratory analysis. He stated that the results confirm the water is safe and urged the residents not to panic, but to continue using it with confidence.
That the water they are being supplied is properly treated and fit for human consumption. should there be need to worry at some point, if as we are testing, we find out something in the environment or in the water, government will accordingly inform the nation. But for now, the water is fit for consumption.
Government and the family of the late former President Edgar Lungu have agreed to temporarily suspend court proceedings until Monday, 18th August 2025, as they continue out of court negotiations regarding his funeral and burial arrangements. According to Advocate Tembeka Nuka Itobi, representing the Esther Lungu and other family members, informed the court that both parties were actively engaged in discussions aimed at resolving the dispute and requested additional time to reach a possible agreement. State Counsel Nguga Katobi confirmed that both sides had consented to seek the court's indulgence and adjourn the leave to appeal hearing to Monday at 10 hours. Presiding over the matter, Deputy Judge President Aubrey Pago Ledwaba welcomed the update with cautious optimism, stating there is a light at the end of the tunnel. The court granted the adjournment, postponing proceedings to Monday morning. If no resolution is reached by then, the High Court will proceed to hear the application, challenging its earlier ruling, which ordered that Mr. Lungu's remains be handed over to the Zambian government for repatriation and a state funeral.
Parties are talking to each other about how to resolve the matter. If the discussion succeeds, the court will be informed, but we need more time than today. And we have agreed with my learned friend to ask the court for an indulgence to stand down the leave to appeal to Monday the 18th at 10 o'clock.
Complete agreement with that. Okay, thank you. We had a brief discussion with counsel in chambers. There is a say that there is light at the end of the tunnel, and we hope this is a real light, not the oncoming train in the tunnel. And I've discussed with my colleagues. We also agree that the matter to stand down to Monday at 10 o'clock, and we're still optimistic that
this development follows the judgment delivered on the 8th of August, in which government won a legal battle against the Lungu family, securing the right to take custody of the late president's remains for a state funeral. The family, dissatisfied with the ruling, filed for leave to appeal, effectively halting the repatriation process. The opposition Patriotic Front, PF, has formally approached the Human Rights Commission, seeking its intervention with prison authorities to allow former Minister of Information Chishimba Kambwili access to medical treatment abroad due to concerns over his deteriorating health while in custody. Speaking to the media after meeting with the HRC board, Acting PF President Given Lubinda expressed optimism about the Commission's interest in the matter, noting that it has already engaged the Zambia Correctional Services regarding Dr. Kambwili's condition. Mr. Lubinda revealed that Dr. Kambwili's health is worsening, citing a malfunctioning life support machine at the prison that is complicating his breathing problems.
Especially life-saving equipment. Whether they are incarcerated or not, they have a right, and Chishimba Kambwili has a right. We are delighted to have been informed by the Human Rights Commission that they are looking into this matter, and that they have also discussed this matter with the correctional facilities officers, and we hope that their effort shall yield, and that Chishimba Kambwili will finally be given access to life-saving equipment. It is one thing to be attended to by medics.
Dr. Kambwili's legal troubles intensified when the Kasama High Court on the 14th of July 2025 upheld his conviction and dismissed his appeal against a 5-month sentence with high labor. Government, through the Ministry of Community Development and Social Services, has distributed 2,800 food security park wetland cropping sub-program farming inputs in Kalulushi District. The program was officially launched by Kalulushi District Commissioner Joseph Piri, who emphasized the government's commitment to supporting poor and vulnerable farming households. He noted that the initiative aims to provide not only farming inputs but also essential livelihood skills to enhance agricultural production and productivity, ultimately ensuring food security and generating income for beneficiary communities. Here is a report. Child Fund Zambia has called on stakeholders to place children at the heart of environmental policies, funding and action, citing the disproportionate impact of climate change on young people. Speaking during the National Adaptation Plan NAP Expo 2025 in Lusaka, Child Fund Zambia's official Nicholas Mushimba emphasized the urgency of addressing environmental challenges such as prolonged droughts, devastating floods, and unpredictable rainfall patterns. He noted that these issues, compounded by land degradation, biodiversity loss, pollution, and waste, are disrupting livelihoods and deepening food insecurity across Zambia. Mr. Mushimba highlighted Child Fund's commitment to environmental sustainability as a form of child protection, pointing to innovative projects like the Community Adaptation to Alternative Sources of Energy initiative in Kafue. He stated that through the provision of biodigesters that convert organic waste into clean cooking gas and fertilizer, the project has reduced pressure on forests, boosted agricultural productivity, cut household energy costs, and eased the burden on women and girls. He also cited a solar lighting initiative implemented in a partnership with the Iconic Earth Foundation, which has benefited over 2,300 learners in off-grid schools within game management areas. Mushimba highlighted that Child Fund Zambia also engages youth through its Youth Day of Service, mobilizing thousands to plant trees, clean communities, and promote sustainability. He stated that the organization's environmental strategy focuses on 3 pillars: youth leadership, resilient livelihoods, and community-based solutions. The Child Fund Zambia official said so far over 8,000 families have adopted alternative energy sources, 8,000 have received environmental management training, 2,000 trees have been restored, and 5,000 young people have been trained in conservation. This is in a statement issued by Child Fund Zambia communications specialist Priscilla Mpengula. A total of 52 officers from various government institutions have successfully completed a retraining program in records and archive management aimed at boosting the efficiency and effectiveness of institutional systems. The training was held at the National Institute of Public Administration, NIPA, and concluded with an official ceremony where NIPA Executive Director Professor Jacob Malongo commended the participants for their commitment to professional development. Professor Malongo stated that the capacity building initiative is designed to enhance efficiency, accountability, and governance in records management. He encouraged the officers to apply their newly acquired skills with professionalism, emphasizing that effective record keeping is essential for preserving institutional memory and generational archives.
Service delivery, to have transparency, and also to have effective governance systems within our institutions and beyond. And to mention that after the first pillar that I've mentioned, we have got the academic pillar, and we always want to invite you to come back for elaborate academic programs. They start from certificate, diploma, degrees and masters, and we are working on a PhD program so that we can actually have a complete set of academia.
He expressed the confidence that the training will positively impact records management practices across government institutions and reaffirmed NIPA's commitment to supporting the growth of the profession. Meanwhile, NIPA Registrar Nasilele announced that the institution will conduct follow-up visits to participating institutions to monitor how the training is being implemented.
For the post-training assessment, and we were briefing the ED this morning with the director to say we are doing that. And we were also reminded that today we should have been celebrating this day together with your immediate supervisors. It's something that we didn't get right. But I know one day we're going to get it right, that today should have been a day to celebrate with your immediate supervisors. But then at least we will engage your immediate supervisors when we come for the post-training assessment.
Speaking on behalf of the trainees, the Zambia National Service ZNS Records Manager Keno Grace Kalaba highlighted the shortage of information and communication technology ICT tools in many government departments, which hampers modern record keeping. Keno Kalaba called for increased ICT-based training to help digitize and modernize records management systems.
To say there is need for emphasis on the electronic aspect. The time that was allocated, I feel, was not enough for us to really grasp what is required of us, especially that now there is a change, a shift towards the electronic use of records and records management. So if there could be more emphasis placed on that area, perhaps even having another workshop which would be more based on the use of electronics and how we can go about setting up databases practically. Sometimes there could be a gap. We're not very conversant with the use of the new technologies that have come on.
We take a break and return with sports news.
The Zambia ABSA Marathon is back. Be part of Zambia's biggest and most anticipated marathon. Join us on the 6th of September 2025 for a day of fun, personal milestones, and unforgettable memories. And now with the World Athletics label, you don't want to miss a chance to write your fitness story. Register today at absamarathonzambia.co.zm. Get your slot at 600 kwacha or 500 kwacha when you pay using any of your ABSA cards. Your story matters. ABSA.
Now, sports in Mamelodi Sundowns ladies coach Godfrey Sapula believes that the Zambian Premier League Eden University Women's Super League champions, the Zescondola girls, have the potential to win gold at the COSAFA CAF Women's Champions League qualifiers. Speaking in an interview with Sabic Sport, Sapula expressed admiration for Zambian teams and the country's development of the women's game. However, he noted that Mamelodi Sundowns are familiar with the competition and have the potential to win gold again. Sapula stated that although playing at home gives Mamelodi Sundowns a slight advantage, the team will still need to deliver a quality performance to secure the championship. The 51-year-old coach emphasized that the team has much to prove as two-time champions, league winners. Zescondola Girls Football Club will begin their campaign on August 22nd, 2025 against fellow debutants Beauties Football Club of Namibia. That match will be followed by Mamelodi Sundowns ladies facing Malawi's in Topwa FC at 15 hours Central African Time. Mamelodi Sundowns ladies and Zescondola Girls Football Club are set to meet on August 24th in a potential Group A decider. The other team in Group A is Malawi's in Topwa Football Club. And that brings us to the end of this edition of the news, and we recap on the headlines. President Hakainde Hichilema has announced that youths participating in the Zambia National Service ZNS Voluntary Skills Training Program will be given priority in future military recruitment exercises. 14 independent consultants have expressed interest in assessing the extent of environmental damage caused by the recent spillage at the Sino Metals tailings dam. Government and the family of the late former President Edgar Lungu have agreed to temporarily suspend court proceedings until Monday, 18th August 2025, as they continue out-of-court negotiations regarding his funeral and burial arrangements. In sports, Mamelodi Sundowns ladies coach Godfrey Sapula believes the Zambian Premier League ZPL Eden University Women's Super League champions, the Zesco Ndola Girls, has the potential to win gold at the COSAFA CAF Women's Champions League qualifiers. And that's where we end. Do have a great one and stay tuned to Sun FM TV.
Sun FM.
The Zambia ABSA Marathon is back. Be part of Zambia's biggest and most anticipated marathon. Join us on the 6th of September 2025 for a day of fun, personal milestones, and